Smart Life Club. This is the Coffee Break Show, and I'm your host, Vickie Helm. Today is going to be a fun day. I have a bit of time with you, and I want to talk about something that I thought was so funny and kind of cute, but also very truthful. And what was happening was, hello everybody, thank you for onboarding. Glad to see you're here. I'm gonna just shut this off right now. Check in audio. Okay, thank you. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna hang out with you guys today. Hey Deborah, nice to see you. Hey Tina, nice to see you. Everybody's jumping on board. Thank you for being here. We have something special today that I want to talk about and share with you. First off, I want to welcome you to the show and say that I am so happy you are here. I had a lot of fun designing today's topic, and today's topic is about a story a friend of mine told me, which was really, really cute. I was living in London for about 2 years, a few years back, and one of my friends there was British, and she was in a primary school over there, and she was telling me when she was a little girl, there was a bunch of kids out on the playground, and they were all kind of working together and playing together, etc. And they kind of stopped and took a break. And she said they were sitting in an exact circle, and it got quiet enough. And one of the girls was in the circle. It was about, 1972. And she said, I've been to the moon. And it got really quiet because everybody in the circle was very impressed that she had been to the moon. And so the little boy next to her shot up his hand and said, I've been to the moon too. And everybody was like, oh, they've been to the moon. And somebody else shouted, yes, I've been to the moon too. And my friend, she sat there and she remembers telling me, she was like, oh my God, I've never been to the moon. And how she felt just really shocked that everybody else had been to the moon, and how left out she felt by not saying that she had went to the moon. So suddenly she piped up and she was like, yeah, I've been to the moon too. And the funny thing was, as our conversation was having over a cup of coffee, actually British tea, hey Verlinda, we were looking at the fact that none of them had gone to the moon, and that they were all lying, but really what she noted was they all wanted a sense of belonging so badly that they decided that they had to pipe in that they had done something they hadn't done so they weren't left out. And I realized, adults do that as well. We still do that now. We talk about things we don't believe in just so we fit in. Maybe we are in a spot where there's a talk on politics, and instead of being in your own state of what you believe in, you're siding with everyone else. And so I looked at how we try to fit in with our clothes, our cars. We never stop trying to get a sense of belonging. But what we give up when we fake our way into a group of friends, or settle or give away what we actually really are, what we actually really believe, is we give away our creativity. We give away our inner success. We give away our inner genius when we want that sense of belonging more than we want the truth of who we are. And so I realized today that I really wanted to never be in that spot again. And so I took my mother's advice from an early age. She quoted Shakespeare. She used to say, to thine own self be true. And that means, okay, if you're going to lie to others, fine. But don't lie to yourself. If it's politics, I tend to leave the conversation. I agree, Deborah. That is really something, because it's so heated right now. But you want to understand the joy of you. What happens right now is that we have all kinds of marketing, all kinds of sales that is around creating this look or style of perfection. We're not supposed to be perfect. We're supposed to be a light in the world. And a light in the world, it's not a perfect light in the world. It's who you are, the authentic you. That is the real light in the world. You don't have to have a perfect plan or a perfect mind, but I have the perfect heart when I can be truthful to myself. And when I have a sense of who I am and what I am, I can surround myself with friends that celebrate that about me, that celebrate who I am, and not push away. So, Thea Johnson, nice to see you. I'm the best me that will ever be, and that gets better and better for me. That's right. I love that. Thank you for having that. The celebration of being who you are is so important, because underneath there is all your wealth. All of your success is in who you are. There's no success in being who you're not. And that's the key here. It's like when I get on here, my job is to be as authentic and careful and sharing as I can be, and really be who I am. It's not about being perfect. It's about being honest. It's about being transparent. It's about connecting with you heart to heart with a clear mind when I talk about this. Like that, understand the joy of you. Yes, you have to understand the joy of you, because inside the joy of you is all of your talents, all of the things that people are willing to show up for, give you money for, be willing to support you for. And the thing is, the beauty of the individual was given to you by God. The beauty of who you are, the design. It's like saying, what flower are you? Are you a rose? Are you an orchid? Are you a carnation? What flower are you? And celebrating that you are maybe a tulip hanging out with a bunch of carnations. And that's fine. There's beauty in being both. So the thing about what we're doing is, when we look forward to creating, when we look forward to making something in our lives, if you get to the point where you think, better to fit in than to not fit in, just think about what you're giving up. Now, that doesn't mean we have to show up aggressively. It doesn't mean like, oh, I disagree with that. That's not powerful either. We can do it gently. We can do it with discernment. We can go ahead and sit down and listen to somebody else and enjoy their opinion, even if it's not the same as ours, because somewhere in that perspective, I look for the truth. The to thine own self be true. Where is that hidden truth? Where is that one thing that we can get that will connect us in humanity? There's more similarity than there is differences. And so today, when we talk about what it is, in fact, let's put it in the chat box right now. Like, if you had one piece of advice to give somebody who didn't know how to be who they were, what would you tell them? Like, I like what Thea Johnson said in the thread. The more you know of you, the more empowered you become. So enjoy other people's opinions. Look for the truth, how you can connect. Yes, Jocelyn, that is absolutely important. Look at how you can connect with someone. Where's the common ground? And so, when we're taking a coffee break, I know when I'm at work and there's the office, there's always one person that maybe irritates me. And I realize now that person is mirroring an aspect of me to me. And I have to look at it and think, how am I judging them? Because the truth is, the kids in that area where they wanted to be all liked is the same for adults. Adults love to be liked as well. And so Deborah Jason says, got to run, headed to Denver. Have a joyful day. Thank you, Deborah, for joining me. Great to see you, and I'll see you as well. Drive safe up into Denver. And so today, as we end this show and we come together, go ahead, and I'm looking at everybody's like commenting really fast, and for some reason the writing is teeny weeny on the iPad over on the side. So maybe I'll figure out how to make it a little bigger so I'm not running in and out. Thank you today for joining me on this. And just remember, who you are is a gift to the planet. Who you are inside in your own being. Notice this, though. It can change. It can mold. You can be whoever you say you're going to be. You can be whatever you want to be. The flavor of you, the spices of you can shift, change, and grow into something completely new. But make sure that it's authentically you. All right, thank you for joining me today. I will see you tomorrow on the Smart Life Club. If you found anything valuable today, please share this video and subscribe on the button down low.